Hello everyone! I know it's been a while, again, but as you may have noticed, I got a brand new camera! I will be using it a lot more to film a lot more videos and a lot more stuff, and I'm just super excited. This weekend was incredible for fandoms and just people in general, if you like stuff. Catching Fire was out Thursday, Doctor Who premiered on Saturday, and I'm going to see it again tonight in a theater, and I'm so excited because it was so good. And I also finished The Book Thief and cried my eyes out, and I'm rereading Catching Fire. But what I'm here to talk about today is the movie Catching Fire. Oh my gosh. First of all, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars, and I just freaked out the whole movie. It was so good. If you haven't got a chance to see it yet, just drop what you're doing and buy a movie ticket and go see it right now. I got to see it at 8 p.m., which was fantastic because I like midnight showings, I do. I love the hype of it. However, I have a job that I start at 8 a.m. now, every day, and the 8 p.m. thing was working out really well for me. The hype was all still there, but we got to go in earlier. Here are some clips from the premiere.
Are you excited? Yeah. I really feel awkward right now. Don't feel awkward.
I'm really excited because I got my sweet tea. Hunger Games! Woo! Slurp.
No, you're fine.
And we're back. I did my nails even for Catching Fire. They're still a little bit here. This is my favorite book out of the trilogy, and I really feel like they did it justice. I loved it so much. At this point, I will be talking about the movie, so if you have not seen it yet, please go away from the video and come back when you've seen the movie, and then we can talk about it. First of all, casting and just character development in general. Oh my gosh. Finnick and Johanna were like flippin' amazing. And someone pointed out to me that President Snow was Mr. Bennet in Pride and Prejudice and Johanna was Lydia Bennet, which is really funny to think about. But seriously, she was amazing when she was in the interview with Caesar Flickerman and was just like going at it. It was just so perfectly in character. The whole time she was great, and the same thing with Finnick. Something that I really liked about this movie is a lot of the lines were delivered verbatim from the book, and it wasn't necessarily that the lines were verbatim, but how the actors delivered them that made it just like I pictured in the book. For example, the scene with Finnick when he holds up Haymitch's bracelet and says, "It's a good thing we're allies," that I just was like, oh my gosh, so good. Effie's whole character development in this movie was also fantastic. Just her whole transformation from just being there and observing to saying, you know, you guys deserved way better than this was just so good. Again, I really liked the Game Maker scenes. For example, when there's the contrast of Peeta getting CPR from Finnick and Plutarch getting ready to send in the hovercraft to pick him up. That was just a really cool dynamic. I also really liked the whole addition of President Snow and his granddaughter and her saying, you know, like really identifying with Katniss and him realizing how much Katniss is having an effect. All the added stuff I thought really brought a lot to the movie. It didn't take away from it all. The casting of all the minor characters was also really good. Iris's craziness and her singing The Mouse Ran Down the Clock and just saying TikTok all the time was just so good. She played it really well. The Peeta and Haymitch sass was like through the roof, and Effie too. They were just so funny in this movie. There was a lot of times that I laughed out loud, like when Katniss is saying she wants Mags and Iris and Beetee as her allies. Peeta's just like, What did I do to deserve this? I'm trying to protect you. And it was just really funny. They just have really embraced their characters and made them come to life in a really awesome way. There were a lot of super awesome, cool, and intense moments like the spinning cornucopia and the Jabberjays. Oh my gosh! The cornucopia was just freaking amazing, and just the spinning and it was amazing. It was amazing. Another thing that was awesome, and while I'm rereading the book is making me want to go see the movie again, was their whole victory tour and seeing everybody get really riled up and start rebelling, and seeing Rue's family and the whole, that guy getting killed in District 11, like that whole, it wasn't exactly like the book, but it was really, really perfect. All the deaths in this movie just killed me. I definitely at least teared up, maybe cried, I don't know. But Mags and Virus and the Morphling death was so, like, heart-wrenching when Peeta's talking to her about the sky. I want to cry right now just thinking about it. Also, the whole them trying to get her to kill somebody and then Finnick saying, remember who the real enemy is, because that was originally in her head. That was just a cool brought to life in how they did that. I just really like that. I think it would have been really cool to see the different clips of the other games, like Hamish's games that they watch and just the other people that are in these games that they watch. That would have been cool to see those clips. I understand why I wasn't in there, but I still think it would have been cool to see how Hamish won the games played out on a screen. And still, the whole backstory with the pin and Madge not being in the movies. Again, I understand that's not super central to the plot, but I really, really wish Madge was in there because I love Madge so much. The one thing I do wish they would have put in, because it wouldn't have been that much effort, was the whole Plutarch watch thing. Like, they hinted at that he was for Katniss. I really wish they would have done the it starts at midnight and then her seeing the Mockingjay and then putting the pieces together later. I think that would have been so cool, and it wouldn't have taken that much effort to make that watch thing happen, but I really wish that was in there. That was the only thing that while I was watching the movie I was waiting for that to happen, and then it didn't come, and I was a little bit let down, but not nearly as let down as the cave scene from Hunger Games. Overall, this movie was freaking incredible, and it made me obviously want to go reread the book again. And I'm gonna reread the book and then go see the movie again and kind of piece together things. I probably missed some stuff that I wouldn't if I had finished rereading the book earlier, but I didn't want my view of the movie to be tainted like it was in Hunger Games, and I was just so disappointed after the first time I saw it. If you've seen the movie, let me know your thoughts below. If you watched this and you haven't seen the movie, you just spoiled it for yourself, I'm angry at you, but I also want to know why you're excited to see it. So leave that in the comments. I will see you next week. Bye! So everything about this movie is incredible. Everything. Everything. I want to go see it all of the times. All of the times.